Hey yo, hey yo. Hey, hey, it's Motivation Monday. It's Motivation Monday. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. It's Motivation Monday. Let's get motivated. Hey, Adriana. Hey, Erica. Hey, Leela. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Motivation Monday. What's up, y'all? What's up? Hey, Patricia. Hey, Diana. What's up, y'all? What's up? It's Motivation Monday. I hope Nightbot is here. If Nightbot is not here, please, y'all, I need my links to be dropped. I need my memberships, y'all. I need my memberships because I want to start doing more stuff with this series, okay? Let's see. What's up, Sherry? What's going on, baby? Did I miss anybody? Din in the building. All right. I'm giving y'all time, mods. I'm giving y'all time to go get the links, find everything, the memberships, the subscribes, the merchandise. I'm giving y'all time to go look everything up. I'm giving y'all time. We is headed to work. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get my Motivation Monday. Yes, I am. Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Let me drink a little bit of water. Thank you so much. Hey, Erica, you better get with it, boo. Make sure you keep dropping that in between. If you are not a member and you like my content, you love my motivation, you love my transparency, you love that I share my life with y'all, please become a member. I appreciate you. I truly, truly do. And as a member, you will get access to me that non-members don't. I do email, I do text messaging, I do DMs, I do giveaways. I'm big on giveaways. I'm big, big, big on giveaways. I'm also big on like trivia to see how well my members know me and how much of my content, that's not farting, y'all, that's my work case falling on the floor. And how much, of my content do my members really watch and how well they know me. But anyway, let's get into this Motivation Monday, y'all. So I just need y'all to know this. Don't let anybody put a timeline on your success. I'm going to say it again. Don't let anybody else, nobody, put a timeline on when you should have X, Y, and Z done, how you should have it done. Okay? Don't do it. Don't allow people to have control. That type of control over your mind and how you are processing things in order to get where you need to go. Let me tell you something. The only person that is in control of time is God. I'm going to say it again. The only person that is in control of time is God. Nobody else. Sometimes you got to keep certain things to yourself because people will start to push their agenda and they will try to make their imagination your reality. We got to learn how to shut up. You got to learn your triggers, learn your weaknesses. Peggy, learn your triggers, learn your weaknesses. And once you learn those things, then you'll know what you can share and what you can't. You'll also learn who you can share with. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll call her back. You'll also learn who you can share with and what you can share with them. Last night, I was just thinking over things. It's funny, I was like high in the spirit all day because I made sure that my mind wasn't idle so the devil can't play around in it. I made sure that I went home and I did self-care. I did things that make me happy. When I cook Sunday dinner, that makes me happy. When I make sure I'm looking my best, that makes me happy. When I go to church, now that I found a church that I enjoy and I feel comfortable at, that makes me happy. Towards the end of the night, I had certain things on my mind and certain things that I don't know what it is about the nighttime, but my mind will start rattling. It'll start going. And I wanted to talk to somebody, anybody, about different things that were concerning me. And I said, why do I not feel comfortable talking to this person or that person about these different situations? And the Lord told me everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. Do you know that you'll have people in your life for certain areas of your life that you are in at the present time? You have certain people. If you sit and think about it, you got certain people that you'll gossip with. You'll have certain people that you talk about work to. You'll have certain people that you'll talk about family to. You'll have certain people that you talk about trips to, that you talk about fashion. You have different people in your life that you will have different conversations with because you know that that's their area of interest and you guys share something common. You have to be mindful to make sure that you stay in that lane that is set for that person. It is hard because you'll feel like, well, that's my best friend, or that's my sister, or that's my brother, or that's my mom, or that's my father, or that's my cousin. And because we hold people to these high standards and this high stature, we still forget that we need boundaries with everybody. I'm here to tell you, even though it's your best friend, even though it's your sister, even though it's your mom, your dad, your cousin, your grandma, you still got to have certain boundaries for everybody that's in your life. Because what will happen is those people that are not versed in that area will start to push their agenda and they will start making their imagination about how you should be handling certain things your reality. You have to learn that if you are trying to be a business owner, you need to get around people that handle business. If you are trying to work on your mental health, then you need to get around people that are doing things therapeutically and effectively in order to improve their mental health. I got one even deeper for you. If you are trying to spiritually grow with your God, mine is my Lord and Savior is Jesus Christ. I know that I can't go to the Father but by him. If I know that I'm trying to grow spiritually, I can't talk to people that are not there spiritually. Okay? I know that if I'm trying to save money and I'm trying to find different ways to have more income and have lucrative income without killing myself, I can't talk to people that are just okay with the hustle and bustle and living paycheck to paycheck. I got to get around people that's trying to make moves and they're finding ways to make money the right way. Do y'all get where I'm coming from today? You have to make sure that you understand everything is not for everybody. And it's not that you have to cut them off. It's not that you have to, disown them. But you just got to know their boundaries. And you got to set them. And you got to understand that you can't cross them because they won't understand where you're coming from. They're not going to comprehend where you're coming from because you're on a whole new level. You're not thinking the way you used to. You're not operating the way you used to. And it's okay. I got a family member. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I had to talk to my daughter about it because I didn't have anybody else to talk about it because other people would have just gave everybody I thought about I could talk to about it would have fed into how my flesh thought about it. They probably would have said, cut her off. Da, 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 da. But I got a family member that plays both sides. She'll know that we have this family that's not cool, that's not right, have said some really and done some real damaging, evil things. And she'll say to me, yeah, I don't deal with them. But then I go on social media and she out with them in pictures and they smiling and they out and they just living life. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hello? No, I'm not there yet. All right? All right. Or sometimes my people, they don't know how to, you know what I mean? But God bless them. Hey, Chris. So she'll do, X, Y, Z. And for me, my daughter said, she said, Mom, you don't have to cut her off. You just got to understand where she's at. And it was hard for me. Because I'm going to tell you something. I used to be the cut off executioner. I would cut you off like it was an execution. But I understand where it's coming from. With wisdom and time comes understanding. And also boundaries. I learned that I can't vent with her about my cares, of my concerns of the past and the past hurt that's caused by she, them, and they. Okay? I can't share that with her. I thought we could because she had the same thing in common and we shared it together. But God has shown me something. Everybody is not where you are, Tamara. Everybody doesn't understand that people, places, and things can trigger you to go back to where you used to be. And I took you out of that. I took you out of that desert. I took you out of that dead place. I took you out of that. So why are you still returning to that place that almost killed you mentally? You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to cut her off because I love her, but I will set boundaries. It will be fun when we're together and we will have a good time together. We could talk about everything, but we will not have family discussions anymore. Because if a person's mind is not made up, they're trivial. They'll be turned this way and that way. 1 minute they this way, 1 minute they that way. 1 minute they saying this, 1 minute they saying that. 1 minute is no, 1 minute is yes. Same topic, same situation, but they don't have the mental strength to do what is right. They know what's right, and they'll talk about it when they're with somebody that's trying to do right. But when they get lonely and they get by themselves, they'll go wherever they're welcomed. And I understand where it comes from for that family member. I understand. Before, I was like, I ain't got time for that. That's a trigger. I'm done. I understand now. God has given me a gift. And I realize that I have to stay in the lane that is created for that person in my life. I can't cross lanes. I can't communicate and talk about everything to that person because that person is not spiritually or mentally strong enough to stand on business. And when I say stand on business, I mean what you say and say what you mean. And if you're wrong, say you're wrong without worried about judgment. And if you're right or something, then stand for what is right, regardless of if you are shunned or shamed. Stand on what is right. And for me, I got to stand on what's right. For me, I have tried to fit in. I've tried to be an accommodator, a people pleaser, too much in my life. And I'm talking about as a kid, all the way up to and as an adult. Because sometimes it gets lonely out there and you want to fit in somewhere so bad that you'll even be around the abuser and the user just because you don't want to feel alone. When I realize that I am not alone, that God is with me everywhere I go, when I realized who I am, I realized that I'm really all that I need and everybody else is an added bonus. When I got to the place in my life where I was satisfied with my progress, I realized everybody and everything ain't for me. Some things, yes, you got to cut it off. But there is people out here like this family member that needs prayer because they're so uncertain about things in their life that they can't make sound decisions based off of principles, character, and what is right and what is wrong. They're able to be swayed in so many directions that they look and sound unstable. And because of that, that will be a trigger for me because of my PTSD. And my kids laugh at me, especially my daughter, when I tell her I got PTSD. Certain places and certain people I can't do because I know what it'll do to me. Certain relationships are salvageable. Certain relationships you can keep because they're important. But certain ones, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. Because it will end up making problems in your life that will cost you too much and you can't afford it. You've got to get to the point where you can make your own decisions and realize that you are not on anybody's timeline, but the one God has set for you. And when you realize that you really need to be led by God when making these life-changing decisions, that's when things will really, really change and you will begin to prosper because you're seeking direction from something that is greater than you. And I know for a fact that if I don't seek direction from my Father which art in heaven, I will be doomed. He has saved my life on so many occasions that I have to talk about him. I have to give him the honor by speaking of him and not taking credit for my success. I had a person one time that wanted to be my friend so bad and wanted to have a not an intimate relationship as physical, intimate relationship where we talked about deep things that we thought about or we were experiencing. But one thing that stopped me in my tracks was they said they were proud of me. And they were like, you do such a good job. And I said, I give God all the glory. And they said to me, yeah, but you have to take credit. I backed up, and that's when I knew I had to stay in my lane with that one. I had to stay in the right lane Because one thing about me is if you can't respect my relationship, I don't care if you don't have a relationship with Christ. That's fine. We all have a choice. That's why God gave us this life. We have a choice. He doesn't push himself on anybody. But you got to respect people's choices. And if I'm telling you that my life has changed for the better because of the God that I serve, then I need you to respect that if you respect me. If you don't respect him, then that's fine. But if you say you respect me and you are proud of me and I've motivated you and helped you, then you need to respect who I serve. Because for God I live and for God I die. He has changed me in so many ways that you have to reverence the power that I say he's bestowed upon me. If you really are my friend and you really care, then respect where I am telling you my growth is coming from. My peace comes from God. The joy I have on the inside comes from God. The understanding I have of my life now comes from God. Do you understand what I'm saying? To be able to sit on this platform and change from how I started my platform, cussing, gambling, hooping, hollering, telling people about themselves, which I am capable of still doing because I'm still in this flesh. Don't get it twisted. Certain things will trigger me and take me back. But I know that he would not be pleased. He would not be pleased if I got on here and judged people the way I used to. He would not be pleased if I got on here and cursed people out the way I used to. He would not be pleased if I showed his people something that's contrary to who he is in my life. Do I sin? We all sin and fall short from the glory of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? We all do. I'm not perfect and I ain't better than nobody. But he has changed me in a way. And he said to me, it's hard for you to get on YouTube. I know you're tired and you're frustrated. He said, but I want you to make a weekly lineup. And I want you to feel good about it. And I want you to be able to talk about the things that are important in your life. And I want people to see who I am in your life. I want people to see the change that I've made in your life. I want people to understand that there is a better way. I want you to show people your growth. I want you to show people your bad days and your good days. I want people to see that even though you're saved, you're still going to have heartache, you're still going to have pain, you're still going to get frustrated, you're still going to want to cuss somebody out. You're still going to want to go through certain things. But I want you to show people the power that I have in your life. I don't He does not want us to allow people to set timelines on our goals and our achievements. That's where I'm going with this today. He wants you to allow him to be exactly who he is, and he is the time keeper. If you had as much control as you walk around here thinking you do, you would know the day that you're leaving this earth. But you don't. A lot of people would stay here forever if they had that kind of control. But you don't. You don't know when you're leaving. You don't know how you're leaving. You don't know when your family leaving. You don't know how they leaving. But one thing you do know, and I'm going to tell you today, you might not know this, but I know this. God is the same God he was yesterday, today, and forevermore. He never sleeps nor slumbers. He doesn't change. He stays the same. He loves you when you're down and he loves you when you're up. He blesses the just and the unjust. Okay? He loves saints and he loves sinners. He will use whoever he wants to use. I don't care how dirty, down on your luck, whatever people say about you. He loves you regardless of who you are to them. God uses who he wants to use, not who people think he should be using. If you think that you saying God should be using me or not using me matters to him, I'm sorry to break the news. He don't care about what you think in that aspect. You didn't create yourself. He used who he want to use. So this motivation Monday, I hope you guys are motivated to make decisions based off of what is right. Make sure you are consulting the timekeeper. Make sure that you are being a blessing on this earth. Make sure that you understand you must show yourself some grace. And that is okay to cry. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be concerned. It's okay to make mistakes. But as long as you know where to go to start over, then everything is okay. Motivation Monday. Be motivated not to let people's imagination become your reality. I love each and every one of you. If you are not a member, I pray that you become a member because I'm doing this from my soul and from my heart. It's not easy. I get discouraged. I'm not going to tell you I don't get discouraged. I get sidetracked. Sometimes I remember to do stuff. Sometimes I don't. I'm doing the best I can. I'm not perfect. But I tell you one thing, God ain't never forsake me. He ain't never leave me. He always provided for me. If you struggling with something, I'm telling you, call him up and tell him about your concerns and your problems because I guarantee you he'll handle business on your behalf. But you got to have a sound mind and you got to mean what you say and do what you say and stand on it. I love y'all. Bye.